Hi guys, and thanks for watching again. In this video I will be constructing the LED Canton Tower, or Canton Tower, still don't know exactly how to pronounce it. And in the last video you probably see me hating about this kit because it was missing components and there were components in this bag which do not belong on this board. But I figured out how to mount the tower grids. So before I'm going to do that, I'm going to show you how I think they should be. First of all, this is the power supply. There in the kit there is a power supply for a micro USB or mini USB plug, which does not fit on here. So I'm going to put some 5 volts on here. These markings look like they can contain a jack plug, this type of plug which can plug into here. They seem to be mounted or positioned in series, so I have to figure out, but at least these pins have to do something with the audio. And I said in my previous video that I don't know how the layers where they should be connected and in what sequence, but that is not true. It is actually printed on this board. There is a 1 and then some Chinese symbol, an 8, and there is a 9 and a 16. So we have a total of 16 layers, and if we look at it a little bit more close, then we can see a 1 over there, 2, 3, 4 and so on, clockwise, and there we go again with a 9, 10 and so on. So this kit can hold a total of 16 layers. Now I've looked at pictures of the real Canton Tower, and it seems like it bends a little towards the middle and then a little bit outwards. So, but the smallest part, the thinnest part of the tower is not exactly in the middle, but a little bit more to the top. So if we look at this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes in here. So when I start with the outside, go all the way inside and then go out again, I have 9 and then plus 8, so that is 17 layers. That's 1 layer too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the outside and then work all the way towards the middle, then do 2 layers of the exact same size, the smallest of these wavy things, and then work my way outside, which would mean I have 2 spares. I won't use the 2 largest grids on the tower, and that resembles more of the real Canton Tower, at least that's what I'm thinking right now. So that's the plan, at least. And I've looked at this YouTube video of Banggood how to mount it, and yeah, they actually told me, they didn't tell me anything because the entire video was covered in some very annoying music. But it looks like I just have to put the spacers and the screws on this, so I can actually put the LEDs on here. So I have to remove them from this board again. And also I'm going to stick with the colorful LEDs, these horrible self-color changing LEDs. Just because someone on the previous video said, well, it doesn't actually look that bad. So that's what I'm going to do. First mount these spacers. Oh, there we go again. Spacers on here. There's actually some protective film left on there, but that's not going to bother me. So now I've looked at the video, and it looks like that the plus of the LED, the positive, is they're all connected together, and then the negatives are yeah, not bent, sticking upwards, which go into these holes. So these are the negatives, and then these pins over here are the positives. At least that's what it looked like on the video. If the longer LED is in this case the positive one, which it is normally. So I'm going to bend it. Like this, and that looks horrible. Bend another one. Now I like the grid which I made myself for the LED cube better, because that one, these are just a little bit too wide. The LEDs have way too much space in here, so this will be a little hard to solder actually. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. Let's clean the tip first. Oh, this is horrible. Let's get this out of the way actually. See if I can thin this again. Now there's a fair chance of overheating the LEDs right now. So this looks like, no, this does not look good. Let's see. I have to start somewhere, right? And this will be bent horribly, of course. So. Oh, and I'm shaking a little bit, don't know why, but I'm not nervous or anything. So there we go. And that's, like I said, now I have to bend this a little bit. Loosen this again and see if I can bend this towards the other one. That worked. Now that's one should be in that position somewhat. Let's see if working the other way around actually works better. Well, that should sound logical. So that looks better indeed. So thin this a bit. I'm still a bit shaky. It's a mystery why that is. Maybe I should pause the video, wait a couple of minutes and then continue. I'm going to give it another try. Oh, I need to let it cool down some little more. I was a bit too fast. I'm bending all the LEDs in the exact same way, so the positive is on the outside right now. I hope that is correct. I have not, must be honest, and I have not checked if the positive goes on the inside or the outside of the LEDs. So I hope I'm doing it correct. I have to do it all over again and hope that I've supplied enough LEDs in there. Now for the next one, I should remember that I tin the lead again when I'm done. There we go, tin it again. At least one layer is done a little bit faster than one layer of the LED cube. But then again, this one has not as many LEDs, no 64 LEDs here. I'm not happy with this joint. That's better. And then, still forgetting to tin this position. There we go, and this is horribly bent. Again. I should be able to bend the LED while still holding the solder iron. That would speed it up somewhat. So maybe I should bend all the LEDs beforehand and then so I can mount them in one by one. That's probably the best idea. Stay there. And then the last one. And again, forgetting to tin the beginning of the LED, the start of the pin. I'm making a mess and horrible day today. There we go. Now this one looks out of shape, so leads flying everywhere. So that's the first layer. This probably will be very fun to do. Let's see. But I cannot get even the first one in. All right. This seemed to work. there it is. Now that's not mounted yet, but at least it's in there. And by the look of it, I had to use the inside, the positives, the outside. Now I'm making a mess. The negatives of the LED on the outside, they're all bent towards a little bit towards each other. So, but that's not a problem as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm quite annoyed by the fact that they were coming towards me. They were lifting up, so there's some differences in height. So what I'm going to do, and this is the beginning of the tower. So if the beginning is already a mess, then the rest will be a mess too. So I've mounted this one, sticking out a tiny bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the other side and make sure that it's at the exact same height. Now it is. If I put it down gently, let's see if it still is. It looks about the same. So this one needs a little bit of work, so I'm going to do this one and then lift it up a little bit while heating it up. So let's look at it. Now it is good. This one needs a little bit of work too. Now let's look at all the other ones. This one. That looks better. Yeah, that's finally. Now, let's see if I can find any pins I've missed. That one's done, that one's done. This one is not done. So there we go. First layer of this. Yeah. What should we call it? Canton Tower? Let's just call it Canton Tower. Extremely thin wire. Now to achieve the best effect, my opinion is that I should use enameled wire in here, but since this thing will get rather large and I don't know how many enameled wire I have left, I'm going to stick with this white wire. So let's find position 1. It's on this side, and position 1 is on the bottom towards the chip. So that is this position. In delete a little bit and then do something which I hate the most. No, I'm not going to do that. I was saying I was carrying the solder towards the joint, but I'm not going to do that. Gonna just turn it around. See if I can keep the wire in there. It's so thin that even the insulation comes through the hole, so push it a little bit back. There we go. So now, how to strip this? My stripping pliers can't reach this. I cannot. My knife, it's not here, so let me use my front teeth. That worked. So, now before I continue, I'm going to give this a test run. Also, this gets in the way of the other positions. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 5 volts on this, and let's see if I have a socket left over. I don't think so, but I will check that. Otherwise, I'm going to solder in some wires in here. The pin towards the middle, this pin next to the DC 5 volts is the plus, and the other two ones are the minus, is my guess. So let's see if I can find a socket. I'll be back in a moment. So here I am, back again. I've split the cable, which came with this kit, one audio and one USB plug. I've soldered it on this board because I had no plug left, no leftovers, nowhere to find. And actually I found one, but it didn't fit. It had these flat pins, and these are just round, so it didn't fit. So I just soldered it on here. This is a very weak connection, so this will break off while I'm building this. So I'm going to just use it for the testing of this kit. So plug it in, let's see if something explodes. Well, the LED color changing LEDs do something at least. The button does nothing, so actually this looks like that the tower is doing something, so all the LEDs are working. So yeah, I can continue building. Let's remove this actually. There we go. Now, let's not short out the power bank. That's not a good idea. With the lithium cell inside. So now, I'm going to need the second layer, the one thinner layer. So let's continue building. Now, you've also probably seen enough of this, me doing this, so I'm going to speed up to the point where I'm going to mount this on the next layer. So there we go. Now comes the hardest part, and that is mounting this grid onto this. And of course, this one is smaller than the previous one, so these pins, I have to bend them outwards, I guess. Although on the video it looked like they were bent inwards, but that sticking out pins to the other pins sticking out, and then connect the entire layer with another lead over there. So yeah, let's bend them a little bit and see where did I... Yes, this one I was looking for. I've bent them a little bit outwards. No, this is not going to be pretty, I guess. So here we go. Let's see if it is possible. Of course it is possible, but let's put it on the side. Would that help? Right. So what I'm going to do, at least that's my plan for now, I'm going to put a piece of solder on each of this. Oh, that's not in good focus, of course. There we go. There's the square shaped piece of the lead. I'm going to put a piece of solder on there and see if I can put the other grid exactly on that position, because these pieces are on all the same height on every LED. So that's an idea. So it looks terrible right now. I hope I'm not blocking the side with my hair right now, or at least what's left of my hair. That looks okay. So that's all the LEDs done, and see if I can erase this a little bit. better. Not perfect, but acceptable. Now, yeah, that's how I'm going to continue building the rest of the tower. And yeah, I'll let it run in high speed mode. Maybe I'll pause within a couple of layers or within one layer, I don't know yet. And then when you see suddenly changing everything on my desk, you know that I've paused. But for now, let's do another layer. Here we go in high speed mode. Now I really want to test it right now. But I'm not going to because that means soldering on and off an extra set of wires. So all the power supply wires. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say high speed again. There we go. Now I'm going to take a break, but before I do that, I really want to test it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mount the power supply back on. Just mount it against it. That's good enough for now. Ooh, don't know if you can see that right now. Yeah, let's dim the lights a little bit. Turn them off. So how does this cube do that? These are almost white LEDs, and these self-color changing LEDs, I don't believe they're addressable. This sounds logical to me, because when you turn them on they start at red, so... But this cube can do things with these LEDs. Maybe they are addressable. They are addressable. This is otherwise is not possible. Well, this is actually not bad. I'm pretty surprised right now. This looks good. So yeah, I'm going to take a break right now and finish building it within a few hours or a few days. So there we go. Now from this moment on, I have 12 layers left to go. These are 4, 8. So this will reach my camera actually. And it's of no use to keep filming all this layer building from now on. So I'll come back to you when it is done. See you then. Now, as you can see, the tower is almost finished. And I'm not going to finish it right now because it only needs the top layer, which consists of 5, I don't know if you can see that actually, yeah, 5 LEDs, and then probably 3 or 2 layers and then 1 in the middle. But it's already quite late. It took me more time than I was hoping for. So I'm gonna stop right now and also gonna use the next video to finish it, and also to give a demonstration of how it actually works and how it looks, because when I finish it, it will probably touch my camera, so I can't finish it right now. But I want to show it to you in its full glory like this. And as you can see, let me turn on the lights. There we go. These LEDs are actually not helping here, right? Let me see. As you can see, the next layer is connected from the inside to the previous layer, all the way until it gets smaller. And in the middle, like I said, I made 2 layers with the exact same thickness. So these are the 2 smallest of the diameter over here. And then it goes upwards, and as you can see, it's probably not really good in focus. There it is. Now the layers are connected from the outside. It's, yeah, that's how I had to do it. It's not pretty, not beautiful, but it works, and when it's on, you barely notice it. But after all, it doesn't look bad. The LEDs are amazing me. The colors are nice. The whole tower looks nice. So yeah, this is a pretty good kit. So in the next video, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to demonstrate how the audio works, even when there are no audio plugs delivered with the kit. So I have to figure out how it is connected. I will find it out, and yeah, and probably gonna do some music demonstration in the next video. So until then, for now, thanks for watching.